What is a better game, Valorant or Counter-Strike? My name is Eli. I go by AreaGang3_Val on YouTube. Drop a subscribe. And I am Diamond 3 on Valorant with around 1000 competitive hours. And even with less experience on Counter-Strike, specifically like 350, I am 15,000 Premier Elo. So, number one, we have movement. We don't even need to say anything. Counter-Strike movement is a lot better than Valorant's movement. Air strafes, counter strafes, and so on. Valorant does have counter strafes, but it's a lot less important in Valorant. Counter strafes are a lot more important. Counter Strike's gunplay is spraying, and Valorant's gunplay is tapping and bursting. Although you can do both, those are the most optimal. Now, it can all depend on whichever you like. Like, if you like tapping more, Valorant's gunplay is for you. If you like spraying, then Counter Strike is for you. But however, it's just preference based. So a point goes to both of them. And now we have anti-cheat. Alright? I've heard Counter Strike's anti-cheat has been getting better lately, but still, Vanguard is miles better than Counter Strike's VAC. This is not even a debate. If you want to say something, go down below in the comments, but you're not coping out of this. Since an anti-cheat is so significant, I'm giving 3 points to Valorant. Anti-cheat safety. Number 4, anti-cheat safety. So, because Vanguard uses kernel level access, that will avoid a lot of people to even touch Valorant. But me specifically, I don't really mind unless I want to hide my 32 gigabytes of furries on my desktop. But I know to a lot of people it can be pretty dangerous, and it can it can be a big red flag to Valorant. I'm giving 2 points to Counter Strike. Ma drillas. Alright, so basically, skins. First, we have Valorant skins. Now, in Valorant, you just buy it and you have your skin. That's it. Alright? In Counter Strike, there's an actual stock market. Alright? You can sell your skin, you can rebuy it, whatever. Now, with Valorant skins, the skin itself in game is a lot more interactive, right? So, for interactiveness, right, in game, I'm giving Valorant a point. But you can earn money off of Counter Strike skins, off of weekly drops. My brother had around 5 glove cases in his account. We sold that, and he bought a ton of games. So that is really good. I heard some people even make a living off of it. But please, don't gamble. 2 points, no, 3 points are going to Counter Strike. The community. Well. Some people think Valorant is an e-dating uwu simulator. Alright? This is not true in the slightest. Unless maybe 1 in 10 games of Swiftplay. But who's even playing Swiftplay unless you don't want to find uwu girls, right? I only play comp most of the time. CS's community, on the other hand, is not that toxic compared to the Valorant community, but it's still a little bit more toxic. I think these CS players make excuses for their bad moderation on Valve, that they say they can say anything they want. Racism is not that bad. I mean, it is bad, but it's not that bad compared to what I have heard. But saying your dead mother to a random in deathmatch is way too far. It's way too far. I think you can agree with that too. And I think Valorant gets a point for that. Hit register. So with the newly implemented, not really new, but sub-take system, I heard they're improving it, but it's still nowhere close to 128 tick for Valorant. This is not even a competition. Valorant gets a point. Maps. Alright. Almost every map in Valorant has some uniqueness to it. But CS maps just have more life into them. Ancient, Train, all of these maps have some different life into it. I really like them. For me, in my opinion, CS maps gets a point. Graphics. This is not a competition, but a lot of people I see make fun of Valorant graphics. Almost everyone puts their Valorant graphics on a low setting, so they don't even see the full potential of Valorant. So that's not a good factor to base off, but it's whatever you like. It's whatever you like. But CS will still win this one. 1 point to CS. Now, if you have good graphics in your game, that comes with a cost. Low end PCs. Optimization. What can run? CS can't run on my Intel UHD 630 and an Intel i7. Alright? But Valorant can, luckily. Alright? So, for optimization, Valorant obviously gets a point. I want you to answer this question. Who listens to their community more? Valve or Riot? I think it's kind of a no-brainer here, right? Dev Talk. The Valorant team, maybe every like 2 weeks, gets a Dev Talk, right? And they answer questions to the community and others. I don't think Valve has done that in a long time. Maybe a usual one or two comments on Twitter, but that's about it. Paid features. To pay for CS Premier, you have to pay around some money, 60 dirhams upfront. Valorant is completely free to play. Although you will in fact get your money back due to the weekly drops after some grinding, Valorant is still free to play. And that's good, obviously. Gun balancing. Now, the CTs mainly have around 5 guns to buy. The USPS, the Deagle, the MP9, M4A1S, and AWP. Maybe the M4A4 too. But the other 15 guns are not even used because they're not in the meta. The way Valve balances the meta is absolute trash. Not even the unsuppressed weapons are good at all. In Valorant, mostly all the guns are used depending on their different purposes. Except for Odin and Ares because I'm not gay. Right? Those are just machine guns. And you're telling me that a 5200 gun, an M249 should be 5200. That is way too much in my opinion, especially if the Negev is 1700. Otherwise they should both cost like 10,000. How do kills feel in both games? Right? The main part about why kills feel so much better in Counter-Strike is because of the ragdolls. The ragdolls are amazing in Counter-Strike. And I heard they recently upgraded to Counter-Strike Global Offensive's ragdolls, which is a major W for Valve. Ragdolls make the game and kills feel so much more better. That's a point to Counter-Strike. All in all, Valorant has more points than Counter-Strike by 2 points. But was this really worth it? Why not just come together as a community and join hands together? You know, like a little gay couple. That concludes the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed. Drop a comment if I got anything wrong, and like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.